Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com. Alabama held its first scrimmage today at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Before we get going, help me get this video to 1,000 likes. I appreciate you guys more than you know. Now, Nick Saban opened the press conference talking about the play of Jermaine Burton and Aaron Anderson. Here's a picture of Bryce Young from today's practice. No surprise, he did well. But I think it's great news regarding Jermaine Burton. You look for the wide receivers to step up within this team, losing Jamison Williams, losing John Mechie. So to hear Jermaine Burton along with Aaron Anderson did well, very important stuff regarding the first scrimmage. Number 13 on your screen right here, that is Jahmyr Gibbs, the transfer from Georgia Tech. Nick Saban said that he ran for over 50 yards, said that Trey Sanders had 70 yards. So when you look to the returning running backs for this team, and as we get going forward, we'll have more updates regarding Jace McClellan and Roydell Williams. Nick Saban continues to say their progress is going very well. Also said that Jamarion Miller played today, important nugget. But when you look to Trey Sanders and Gibbs in the backfield, I think that's going to be a very strong 1-2 punch. Nick Saban also mentioned the play of Trayshawn Holden when he's talking about the wide receivers, and I think he's going to be a dependable target. Remember, Ja'Cory Brooks out for the spring. Nick Saban also mentioned the play of JoJo Earl. So when you look to that slot position, guys who could step up, maybe JoJo Earl. I know Nick Saban has been really pleased with the play of Aaron Anderson along with Kendrick Law. This is Damian George, big man on the outside, number 74. We look at some defensive picks. That is Jordan Battle leading the way, one of Alabama's top returning secondary players, along with Brian Branch. Going to see him at the star position along with Malachi Moore. Number 41 right here, that is Chris Braswell. You look at him at the outside linebacker spot. Nick Saban did mention today that William Anderson was held out, probably something minor. Number 98, that was Jamil Burrows, and number 92 right here, that is Justin Abogbe. So you look at the defensive line rotation, these guys getting in some work. Nick Saban said there was plenty of good collisions. Look at Kendrick Law going against Kool-Aid. What a great matchup. Number 56 right there, that is Seth McLaughlin. And then you also have your kicker right here, Will Reichert. So when you look to this team and kind of where they're at in terms of the spring season, Nick Saban said that he loves the competitive nature of this team. Not a lot of guys that are complaining. So I think in terms of going into the month of April, remember you got A-Day coming up here in a couple of weeks. Number 50, by the way, that is Tim Smith. Looks great, along with Henry Toto right there at the inside linebacker position. Clearly, you're going to be pleased with every single Alabama team, but I think this team and the mantra that they have going in, they got the vets, right? You have Bryce Young, you have William Anderson, and I think those guys are going to propel the leadership. The good news for this team is the wide receiver play, I think, early on. Number 15 right there, that is Dallas Turner. But the wide receiver position, I think, is really important to build up that specific area, because I think Bryce Young needs some ballers around him, right? You're going to need some guys to really step up. And same on the defensive side. A lot of vets are turning on the defensive side, but it makes me happy to know that some of these wide receivers really stepping up for Alabama as we continue to move towards spring football. My name is Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com. Go to BamaInsider.com, check out our coverage, or simply subscribe right here to our YouTube channel. We sincerely appreciate you guys more than you know. Thank you very much for being a part of our family right here on Bama Insider on YouTube.